My mom got engaged the same weekend I did. I had been with my fiance for 6 years and a month when he finally proposed. I was ecstatic, like crying and jumping around with his mom ecstatic. His family welcomed me like I was already theirs. It was one of the happiest weekends of my life. Then my mom decided to ruin it. No one even knew she had a boyfriend. Suddenly, the same weekend I got engaged, she rolls up and announces that she's engaged too. I showed her my ring and she hits me with, "That's so pretty. Look, my man gave me 2 rings because he couldn't decide and thought I deserved both." I just stood there like, what? This is a woman I usually get along with. We're friendly, we talk. But this felt calculated. She called her fiance Jack Rabbit. I'm not kidding. To this day, I still don't know who this dude even is. For context, my mom and dad broke up before I was even born, like 2 months before. I'm 25 now, and they've never been together in my lifetime. I've always been closer to my dad anyway, even though he lives on the East Coast and I'm on the West. Now here's where I messed up. I told my mom I was nervous to tell my dad about the engagement since I'd have to do it over the phone. A few days later, I finally got the guts to call him. We talked for like an hour about work, politics, random life stuff. Then I dropped the big news, and he goes, "Yeah, I know. Your mom told me a couple days ago. I'm disappointed in you." That hurt. He said some other things that stung, but I'll get back to that later. After that, my mom asked if she could take me wedding dress shopping. I said yes, kind of hoping for that fun, cheesy champagne sipping moment. Instead, she took me to a thrift store. Look, I'm not anti-thrift at all, but it was hot, the place had no AC, and nothing about it screamed first dress moment. I ended up ordering a dress from Amazon out of frustration. When I started picking dates, I was thinking sometime between October 18th and January 19th to give myself a solid year to plan. My mom immediately said that didn't work for her, because apparently now she wants to travel to Australia. Mind you, she's never even left the country before. A couple weeks later, we went to tour a popular downtown hotel. I wasn't even sure I could afford it, but my mom talked me into checking it out. I wanted a Saturday night wedding with dinner and dancing. She pushed for a Sunday brunch wedding because it was cheaper. We're standing in this big banquet hall, mid-discussion, when she blurts out, "We should have a double wedding. It'd be cheaper that way." I stared at her. "With who?" She says, "You and me," like it's the most normal thing in the world. Then she adds, "The family will already be here. I could do the morning, and then you could get married after me." After her, on my day. And while she gets ready, I'm apparently supposed to be, what, sitting in the corner, not invited to her portion? I was so stunned I couldn't even respond. My fiance and his family have been amazing through all this, supportive, understanding, and honestly just as weirded out by her behavior as I am. But now, instead of being excited about planning my wedding, all I can think about is my mom crashing it, stealing my vendors, and treating it like a BOGO event. Then came the update about my dad. I called him to explain how hurt I was by his reaction. He told me he only acted that way because my mom emailed him and said I had called him a horrible father, and she demanded he write her a personal check to help pay for my wedding. I didn't even know about that. So now I'm rewriting all my plans, scrapping what I can, keeping what matters. We're thinking January 19th, our original anniversary month, and while I can't outright ban her, I do have some step-aunties she tortured growing up who'd love the chance to keep her in line if she tries to pull anything. Wish me luck.